Right now, we want to hand it over to Rick Santelli, who has that number. Rick?
Yes, we are awaiting the July payrolls number from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The change in non-farm payroll is under 200,000. 187,000. This is a new low on this cycle. Last month hasn't been revised yet. 209. So this now becomes the lowest level since Dec of 2020 when we were at minus 268,000. Private payrolls, 172,000, bit better than expected. We should probably mention a 2-month revision, a minus 49,000, so we are taking some jobs away. The unemployment rate dropped 1/10 to 3.5, and just to put a face on it, the cycle low several times so far has been 3.4. That was in January and April of this year. And if we look at average hourly earnings, and we all are, it ticked up to 4/10, expected up 3/10, but equals rearview mirror at 4/10, and that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4 4/10 in a row after 3 up 3/10, and of course that uptick will be paid attention to because the year-over-year earnings did the same thing, 4.4, just like our last month, but 2/10 hotter than expected. 4.3 is the low since we've had the big spikes over 5%. Technically, you have to go back to June of 21 to find anything under 4%, and that was at 3.9. If we look at the work week, 34.3 on the work week, that equals the cycle low. We had that also in May at 34.3. Labor force participation, 62.6, exactly as expected, exactly as in the rearview mirror. And just to put a face on it, I know we're looking at, the 20-somethings to the 50-somethings, and we're right to focus on that large group as they come back in the workforce. But generically speaking, the February of 2020, this number was 63.3. We have not had a 63 handle since. And finally, the underemployment rate. This is the companion to 3.5%, which is U3. U6 is 6.7%. The low there has been 6.5%. That was in December of last year. Interest rates were highly unchanged. 418 before we saw a little action to the downside, but it's still at 418 and a 10. And just to make you all grin, 418 is unchanged on the day, up 23 basis points on the week. If you look at 2 years, what a different scenario. 2 years right now are at 488, right? Which means they are basically unchanged on the day and unchanged on the week, which goes to show us how much movement there's been in yield curves.